Welcome again to Learn and Grow channel. Ravi this side. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic in Linux, export command. So why we use export and what is it, why it is required and how it is different from the source command. We will discuss how what is export command and how export is different from source command. Okay. Okay. So in Linux, what we have? Suppose this is a my shell and from here if I run some command echo hello, or if I do a equal to hello I am a, so I defined a variable in this shell, in this current shell. If I evaluate the value of this variable, I get the value hello I am a. And now suppose if I type bash, so what will happen? It will span a new child process. So by doing bash, or if I write some script from here, that will be a child process. So this is my shell, parent shell, and from here, if I do bash, so this will be my new child process. So if I here try to echo the value of a, then you see no value is not there. So what we can see from a parent. So this is my child shell, and these parent and child shell are having their own different variable and different shell ID. So by default, the variables we have defined in parent shell will not be passed to the child shell. But my requirement is, if I defined some variable at parent, then those should pass to the child. This is possible by export command. Okay, let me show you one example. This is my parent shell. Now here, if I run export -p command, so this show you a list of all the variables. These all are system variable, user, terminal. So by default, these variable will be passed to your child process. Okay, so let me try with user. If I make a script from my parent shell, okay, what was the user I can print here? User. So if I run this script, so this will be a execute in a in oats or on subshell. That will be child subshell. So Ravi is visible here. Why? Because Ravi was in the list of export -p. So by default, these variable will be passed from the parent to the child shell. So suppose if I have a variable echo $a, I have or not. Okay, suppose I have this variable, and let me define again. I am in parent shell, or I am a parent shell variable. So at my parent shell, A is visible to me. Now I want to export this to my child shell. So I can do export $a. So now if I execute my child process from here and I try to print the value of echo A from here, see the output /test.sh. So this variable is visible to me. And why this is visible? Because if you do export -p and grep A, lot of variable. See, this is visible in export -p command. So what is visible in export -p command? That will be, you can pass from parent to child. And to add in the list of export -p, we have to use the export command. And in this way, we can also export a function also. Okay, let me take example. Suppose I have a function in parent shell. Okay, now I am in parent shell. Here I define a function, my func and I write echo I am a parent function. Okay, let me do like this. What happened? My function echo I am a parent function. Okay, space should not come here. Mm. Echo, let me, okay, this is wrong. Now this is okay. So I have a function defined at parent. If I span a new child process from here, if I execute my func command is not found. So if I want to export this to my, so this is my parent shell, I can do export minus f command for my function. So if I span a child process from here, the value of my function is visible. So in this way, we can export variable and functions from parent shell to child shell. But reverse is not true. Means you cannot pass variable and function from a child shell to parent shell. Okay, let me show example. I have a script. So suppose here I define a variable a equal to, okay, 1 second, or b equal to, I have, okay, let me take b equal to, I am defined in child shell. Here I will do $b, and if I do here export $b. So from child shell, I am trying to export the b variable. This is my, now if I execute the script, then this script will create its own child shell. So if I do test.sh, so now I am in parent shell. If here I will do echo $b, see there is no value of b. So it means from child to parent I cannot pass the variables. Variable passing is possible by the export command from the parent to child only. Okay, if you want to pass variable now, suppose, then the source command will come in picture. So you can do one thing. This is my variable b, and my variable b I want to pass to my parent shell. Then you can use source command and run the script, or you can use this syntax also. Okay, I'm using source command. Now I'm in parent shell. If I do echo $a, you see value of a is visible. So this was the difference between the export and source. So let me summarize again. From export, you can pass variable and function from parent to child, but not from child to parent. But by using source command, this is possible. And if you want to see what variable will be passed from child to parent to child, you can do export minus p command. So in our case, this a is defined, so this a will be passed because we have added it into export minus p by using our export command. So I hope now things are clear to you, the difference between the export and source command. I have also created a separate video of the source command. I will provide the link of that video in the description of this video. So if you like my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you. Thank you.